enti na me hu ya ne say omu nyina se atoho aba me so e be attack me start say omo bubo me.
The journalist is a news reporter. An altercation between personnel and traders or so is
the
news.
Journalist also obtain permission.
We do not require permission, sir.
Abusia haya wangana TV information amede bremo wo mu mienu eye Ayawaso East MP wa firi mu yaya omukosie no hwe ne massa de omusi esu se de omusi ya na chese omuchema o project bibra na nko mo hwese obe completing so na afedie fofi anto ata obi a eba Ayawaso East so obo adwuma pa na 2024 election one of the MPs onya 85% of the vote chese 22,000 and MPP ni no enya 9,000 ya chese utumi se omo to abaman pa se ba se by election be koso a be dia ma MPP no ntina mumu bi anti MPP for e ka by election ho asem kra o enra anene omo akwa pe baabi akora no na omo akosie no nam se oye Muslim na Kasoa ya enimi ye Kasoa new market na eho ehye enra fire service personnel ene na omo doso pa eboa make sure say eja no ebekọ from part of Kasoa new market neno ena nipa bebre wo ho no mu this morning yehu say fire service personnel no bi ebo eyenkofo bi a Samuel Adoa or class media journalist Accra FM fire service personnel si e de omosake kan no a o kire say nisika 20,200 onhu baby a skanafa ne phone nso so omogiye na PRO of Ghana National Fire Service kire say ya ma no permission bia say e so otwa video.
Say wa wonim yedwuma yeye enra eja to eye Kasoa new market wonum ena na no pay yaba for eye update enti ye report the reporter yeguso aye ya na ehu say eye fire service personnel na to egu eye civilians no so a che say omobo om de om helmet yi ebobobobo mutiri mu a che say na eni eye nyan enti yeguso aye edwuma me twa enti video na me guso a me twa ne the scene e koso na mu say fire personnel no baako approach me first and I make a change say I'm a media person enti ono no e ko na chi ejaye enti na me hu ya ne say omu nyina se atoho aba me so e be attack me start say omo bubo me belt say omo ati belt no and na me phone omo gi phone ni fi me nsem and na omo di phone no e ko e enti later on no and na me realize say bag e say me ho no bag no so ebie enti me check hwe na che say me sika 20,000 den efi misika so enti no nia esi no fire service no mfi Kasoa fire service say enra fire service for bebre we 8 ne bae but o ma wie adwuma no no mo gya echi de ma Kasoa fire station and bridge fire station for no enti o mo nan na ye beto o mo ha no pay a je say o mo so o mo hwe say gya no betumi akofo no makwa ye ni o mo nyina di dwuma sa se mu ekokosi ye say o ma attack me abo me hwe me say echi kura abo say mark o ma me mark kura o me say echi ha no mu say na hwe me say na ye obi sika amre kwakwa ye adwuma ere e de amano enti now no pay was say adwuma we enti o say me rush me wi ana me de ayede me de onipa ne sika akwa de akwa akoma no e na we mu nyina akwa akoba sika no bundle ba akoko e na ba akon bundle ba akon so me check in no so 200 ayede efi so enti na yes almost 220,200 e na efi me sika no so sisi ya Say me police station. My report to Asemono Wahana say, "Omo taking me statement in Yanti don. Me train the next action from the police."
Na PRO of Ghana National Service, Mr. Aka Desmond, say. Samuel Ado no ni hu kwan se okotwa video no o kire se to uduru ba bia fire service for edumja eso ask permission efiri air fire service panyina wo ho ansa na ono omi o ho bia di nkomo anase bibi ekoso a watimi atwa fise we no na chese se de ntokwa bi ekoso ho no momo ho pese omo wi ade na omo prevent omo discipline omo no na Samuel Ado mo pese omo twa eno na ma kwan ma fire service for preventing no se omo mani ntwa ene sa de course on nto no de won hu assault bia.
The point during firefighting, people wanted to take advantage of the situation to steal. Therefore, people were just raining insults on our firefighters for not coming early and for all manner of accusations. So it resulted in an altercation. And as a result, somebody, they said a journalist also wanted or took his phone to record. So they seized the phone and then handed over the phone to the police station. As I speak, the phone is with the police, and I'm sure probably the police should be able to help us. But as to the assault, I'm not too sure. The briefing that I've had, that they didn't assault any journalist, but they assaulted, even if there was an assault, they assaulted those thieves, those bandits who wanted to kind of take advantage and steal the property, but not the journalist. So that is the briefing that I've had. And then his phone, the said journalist's phone was seized from him, but not assaulted. And the phone has been handed over to the police.
But what authority does the personnel of the National Fire Service have to seize a journalist's phone? That's his tool for working. What authority does the personnel of the National Service have to seize a journalist's phone, his tool for working, and hand it over to the police? What exactly?
Well, so what authority has the journalist also had to record an altercation happening between the service personnel?
The journalist is a news reporter. An altercation between personnel and traders or so is
the
news.
Journalist also obtain permission.
We do not require permission, sir.
For a fire situation that could escalate and there could be an explosion, secondary injuries, and what have you. You go to the hot zone to just pick information. If you are hurt, who takes responsibility for that? So I'm not holding brief.
DO2, I've personally engaged you here. You are a very fine gentleman. But when you say you are not holding brief, in fact you are holding brief for your men.
My sister, you are asking me questions. I'm also asking questions so that we can all understand the situation. You've asked me that what authority do we have to arrest? That is a security zone. We are fighting fire.
You did not arrest. You seized a journalist too.
I'm coming. I've already told you that the case has been reported to the police station. The seized phone has been handed to the police, and the said gentleman was not assaulted. And firefighting, the dynamics are different.
Oh, boss, there is a video of. There's a video.
Please. You have not made that video available to me. Me, I have not seen it, and therefore I cannot speak to the said video.
So you cannot say that doesn't exist.
I am also telling you from the point of information that is available to me. That is why I'm saying that place was a fire scene. It's a security zone, and you don't just come there to just make film or take your phone and film. If for nothing at all, you should ask permission from the duty officer, who will now allow you access to be able to get whatever information. If there had been an explosion and then the journalists would have been affected, who were we going to blame then?
Well, let's see where this matter goes. But I do say that nothing requires a journalist to seek permission to record an altercation.
This is a peculiar situation. This is the hot zone.
No.
This is the fire situation.
If the premise, if the basis for the...
We do not have to allow people to get into the hot zone to be injured or to be affected by the fire.
I really do hope that the intention behind it was safety. I really do hope that the intention, as you say, is safety.
You are saying that a journalist has been assaulted. But the brief that I have, no journalist was assaulted.
Okay.
Just that they didn't allow him or her to take film of whatever thing that was happening.
Okay.
So they just took his phone, handed it over to the police, and the case is with the police.
Okay. So
let the police do their investigation.
So,
if it turns out that a journalist has been assaulted, then we will take it from there.
Okay, so that's what I'm coming to. You say emphatically that what you have been told is that no journalist was assaulted. Now, when you go back and you get this video of this journalist being assaulted, your man, your personnel, hitting this journalist on the head several times with a cast.
My dear, I have not seen
yellow.
Any video.
That's what I'm saying. I'm painting it to you.
You have not.
I'm painting it to you.
Any video to even examine it.
So I'm saying that when you go back and you see that video, when you go back and you see that video,
let the police.
Will we
investigate?
Will we get?
And then let us know the cause of action.
So when you get the video finally, and you see what happened, would you go back on your words and say that this was just a safety issue?
My dear, there has been many occasions that journalists get to fire scenes. I just want us to be sincere. If it happens, me, I've not seen the video, but if it happens that our men are at fault, why not? Whatever the law says should be applied. But there has been many occasions that journalists have been to fire situations. They just go and record anything. They go to people and then just take their views without records to us. And then they just malign us, misinform the public. Just tell lies about us. If we also take those journalists on, will you be happy?
Will you be happy? So I think the more we speak, the more I understand.
Those who spread disinformation and misinformation about Ghana National Fire Service, when we take them on, will you also be happy?
Oh no, you should take them on, but you do not assault them.
That is it.
Take them on, but don't assault them.
We have not assaulted any journalists. By the briefing that I have,
okay,
we have not.
It's good you added the caveat of the briefing you had. But one of the things I said is that I consistently, at least from my perspective, I consistently speak up when I see victims of fire, 10 on National Fire Service personnel. Some of them assault them. They do this at the peril of their lives. I speak up consistently when I see that. And I always say this is not something that should happen. Because in many instances, our fire service needs a lot more resourcing. And so when I see people turn on them, I speak up against this and call them out. So it is extremely heartbreaking for me to see personnel of the fire service do this to another journalist when we say that the security persons are the journalist friends. But thank you. You say per the briefing, no journalist has been assaulted. Let's see how that goes. Thank you once again for speaking to us, DO1. DO2, sorry. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
And if our comment section, someone APRA a kind of the course or saying. And so this was the barrier service of Ayawaso East MP. When you baby call Yaya Mahama Ture Nase Enra Ena Omo Ekusi no.
Businessman, still businessman. I do that, you know. Me say no, Captain, Mr. Chairman. Your filling stations will be back on. So who to Kaya? Depending on where we are coming, when they will do a pass. I attend my name from here. Number one, for the fuel, I go campus. Oh, you understand for a very long time. We've lost a very humble, unassuming, dedicated, committed, and very, very effective MP. Mantin Yare and a new Abbey. You bought your empire. Allah, how many Janatu for those? Not all man by Lintina. Men of Juma Pa, already yellow. Oh, no, be about trust. Now it's a picture constituency and the end of
the last parliament, vice chairman, Nandilante chairman, and be secretary of the caucus. Greater Accra, the largest caucus of our parliament. Sisiano, me as minister, and I'm Jumano as caucus secretary, and chairman. Or you'll be a region as MPs, or no, Papa or region. and it's good. It's a big loss. I mean, just about 4 weeks ago, now Menino in a meeting at our office hall. There was no sign whatsoever. Say, free in terms, but the best said mano or manti alaben mano janata fidels now on Fanakra NCA. It's a big loss to us because he's a serious grassroots operator. Now we've lost a big pillar in the region.
A very sad event. Because I personally didn't hear of his ailment, but he's one of my very good friends. I've worked with him for a very long time as national chairman of the party. I was there when he won his seat first into parliament and then second term again. And so I've been a very close ally of the Ayawaso constituencies, the Ayawaso North and Ayawaso East, for a very long time as national organizer for 10 years. So I'm very well known to the constituency and I have very good friends in the constituency. I work with Honorable Mustafa. I've worked with several of the leaders of the party in the constituency. But I saw in Honorable Naza a very unassuming, a very honest, a very, simple person, but very effective in terms of having a hand on his constituency. It's a constituency that he had absolute support, and so he won with over 70% of the votes. And when you see him as a very quiet person. You wonder what he does to be able to keep the constituency. But one of the things that I can say is that he's a very generous person, very resourceful person. I remember at a point in time, he gave me a blank check and said that, Chairman, anytime you are traveling, I have these 1, 2, 3 filling stations. Depending upon which direction you are going, go to that filling station, let them fill your fuel tank for you. And that is the kind of selfless person that Honorable was. And so his death came as a very big shock. But we believe that God knows best, and we pray that the Almighty God will grant him the house, and that those of us who are left behind must emulate his example of selflessness, simplicity, unassumingness, and his ability to go down to earth and then serve his people. He's a very grassroots person, but very resourceful person, and I believe that we should be able to continue the good work that he has done and hold firm the Ayawaso North constituency.
Talking about the seat, there are some politicians that say it's a safe seat for the NDC. How do you feel about that?
It's absolutely a safe seat for the NDC, and I can assure you that the challenge we will have is getting a very smooth primaries to get someone to represent the NDC. Retaining the seat will not be a difficult. But for now, I want to focus on the one who we have lost and pay tribute to him and to pray to the Almighty God to grant him peace and to grant him Jannat. The rest will follow.